Hey there, it's Coach Curl here, and welcome to Leadership Lessons. Today, our lesson revolves around the concept of long term vision and how it aligns with short term motivation. I remember speaking with someone once, and they're about my age, maybe a little bit younger, and I clearly recall them saying, Tony, this is not how my life was supposed to turn out. This was not my plan. So when we dived into that with that particular person, the reality was that they didn't have a plan. Because my first question, if someone says this hasn't gone according to plan, well, tell me about the plan. What was the plan? And often what we see is that there never really is a plan. There never really is a vision. And maybe what they're disheartened with or disenchanted with is the fact that they had a wish or that they had a desire, but they've lived a life of constant daily distractions. Because one of the things we know with people is that short-term motivation can often be lacking, especially relevant at these COVID days that we have. Every day feels like every other day. And our challenge as a human is to remove ourselves from that same crap, different day scenario, that level of thinking that keeps us bound, it keeps us static, it keeps us motionless. Same crap, different day. That's a thinking that is not going to do us any good as we try and drive success, significance, or achieve the goals that we want to get within our life. Because ultimately that line of thinking keeps us disillusioned and it keeps us dissatisfied. So in those times, it's really important that we don't surrender to that particular feeling, that same crap, different day feeling. It's important not to fall into the abyss of what that thinking can do to our overall mindset, our overall health. And this is where long-term vision, long-term outcomes come into play. So it's the vision or the outcome that we're striving to achieve is what keeps us going and on a day-to-day basis. Our purpose, our reason for being, call it whatever you want. But when we have something to strive for, it helps create purpose in the everyday. So when we have something to strive for, it helps create purpose in the everyday. It's a reason for getting out of bed. It's a reason to structure our day for success. So what is your long-term vision for your success? And what is your long-term vision for your life? Don't ever fall into that scenario of, it's not how I planned. It's not how my life was supposed to turn out. Because if we didn't have a plan, if we didn't have a vision, your life has turned out based around how you've lived it each and every day. Create your vision, create your concept for what that outcome is, and whatever it is, buy into it, create emotion around it, create that vision, use your imagination, get focused on it, and structure your day to achieve it. If the emotion aligns you, it helps create daily momentum. And when we talk about alignment, we're just not talking about the head. This is more than a head game here. The more alignment that you can get in every sector or segment of your life, the greater the emotion will be, the greater the attachment will be, the greater the purpose will be, the greater the focus will be, the greater the opportunity to structure your day. So we want to align it physically, we want to align it mentally, we want to align it spiritually. So there's a number of different ways that we want to create alignment with whatever that long-term vision is that you have for your life. The greater the alignment, the greater the purpose, the greater the drive to deliver every day. So what can you do? Stop talking about purpose, stop talking about vision. Stop talking about purpose, stop talking about vision. And get active in the development of purpose. Get active in the development of vision. Dream, be curious, create the vision, create it with imagination, and build your belief to achieve it. I know it's not easy. It's easier said than done, as is everything else in the world. It's not easy, but we've wasted enough days now. Let's get excited about whatever that long term vision is that you have for your success and see just how strong your short term motivation can become when we have that long term vision that we've aligned to. Thanks for tuning in to Leadership Lessons. I'll see you again next week.